With Superintendent Tom Horn, the state board has decided to wait a while to look at something that's very important. $866 million or so are at risk federal funding if the state does not comply with an executive order about removing DEI from education funding and education programs, I should say. Your thoughts on this?
Well, I respect my fellow members on the board, but I'm upset that they decided not to start this right away. Because the federal government has said if we don't get DEI out of our system, they could cut off all of our federal funding. That's $860-something million. And our kids need that money for their education. So this is very, very important, and we need to have a sense of urgency about it. That's one of the values of our department, but apparently not a value of all members of the state board, to have a sense of urgency to protect our kids from an $860-something million cut in their education.
Do you think that they're taking this power that the federal government has currently seriously?
Well, I've told people it's not been my experience that this administration is passive. If they say they're going to do something, they do it. Universities have learned that, and we need to take it into account, because if we get hit, if we get into too much delay and then a long process, and the federal government loses patience and says, you're losing the federal funds, we're going to regret it. And so I'm on record into perpetuity as to warning them in a very animated way. We need to do this quickly and comply with federal rules. Elections have consequences. This administration was elected, and they have the power to cut off our funds. We have to take that into account.
So very quickly, one of the terms in the standards that we were looking at that might be of concern is using the term equitably when engaging learners. That sounds like it's benign, but what is the real problem behind that?
Well, the word equitable used to have a very positive meaning. It meant fair. But with the development of woke ideology, the word equitable has come to mean equal results by race. And to me, the most interesting division, philosophical division in our country right now, is those like myself who believe in individual merit and those who believe in substituting racial entitlements. And the problem with racial entitlements is that it does nothing to encourage hard work, creativity, conscientiousness. And so if we adopt that philosophy, we'll become a mediocre country. China will become the most powerful country in the world, and they'll call the shots. If you can imagine a world like that. The other thing that they had in there besides the word equitable, which has taken on a meaning which I guarantee the federal government will not accept, is to take into account students' cultures. Well, in practice, what that means is that teachers dumb down the standards for minority kids. That's extremely insulting. These kids can learn just as well as any other kids, and the expectations of these kids should not be dumbed down. We should treat every student as an individual, not according to what race or culture they were born into. That's completely irrelevant to anything.
So this decision has been postponed till December. We shall see how things work out between now and then.
Let's hope they get started.
For more information, azed.gov. Thank you, Superintendent.